Good morning, friends. It's Wonderful Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'll get my tablet positioned here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous morning. Get your coffee, get settled in. I'm sure some of you don't even have to work today. So, how about that? Hey, Debbie, good morning. Today, we're going to be working on the corner to corner scallop blanket. This is a new yarn that I'm using. This is Colorfusion DK in the color Way Jewels. It's from Premier. Hey, Cassie, good morning. Marisha, good morning. Welcome in, Miss Leah. Doesn't it look like mermaid tails, Kelly? It looks like mermaid tails to me. Or maybe like dragon scallops. That could also be. Maria, good morning. Charlotte, good morning. Angie, welcome in. Hope everybody's having a fabulous day. So yesterday we worked on a little beanie tutorial. I went ahead and finished that last night. So I thought I'd give you guys all a little viewing of our beanie. I got my little pom-pom on there, pretty in pink, all fluffed up with my blow dryer this morning. But this is how that beanie ended up turning out. Oh, and I was very good. I was a good girl last night, y'all. I joined with an invisible join. So anyhow, you can't even see my seam on this one, but I thought it might be kind of fun for me to wear around the house and stuff when I go outside because it's been a little cold. You know, it's 25 degrees this morning. Hey, Julie, good morning. So this pattern that we're going to be doing today is called the corner to corner scallop. And I came up with this, I've been working on it for a while, but I released the first tutorial last week. We worked on it on the live. And then we worked on it. I released a video, both how to do a square shape and then also how to do a rectangle shape. So you can find both of those over on TikTok and you can also find them on YouTube. We are live this morning on both TikTok and on YouTube. Whoa! Look at that, Nikki. Thank you so much for the countdown to joy. We are counting down today, right? Last day of the year, y'all. Pam, good morning. Welcome in. Kayla, good morning. Hey, Mom. Miss Hannah is here. Nikki, thank you so much for that gift. That was beautiful. KG Lady said it's freezing. 32 degrees in Florida. What? Say what? Hook and Heart, thank you so much for the heart me. This colorway, CC, is called DK Colorfusion in the colorway Jewels. And we're working on a corner to corner blanket this morning. So we're going to talk through some of these stitches. Again, you can find the full tutorials on both TikTok and on YouTube. But the way that we started is we started with a magic ring right here in the middle. You also could do a chain of 4 here. Just a Gen X girl, thank you so much for the air dancer. Wow, and good morning. So we started with a magic ring, and then I put a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 double crochets into that magic ring. And this is a very easy 2-row repeat. It looks complicated, but it's really not. So we're doing a setup row that is chains and single crochets and, or excuse me, chains and V-stitches. And then we're going to do these little scallops. So right now we've finished a scallop row. And now what we're going to do is do that setup row. Hey, Jen, good morning. Or Jan, excuse me, good morning. Happy New Year, New Year's Eve. Welcome in. JT, good morning. I hope everybody's having a fabulous morning. The Maswell pin where you can get this yarn from. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work. And this is the second row of this repeat. What we want to do is we're going to set up little spaces to put more of these shells. So after I do my chain 2, that counts as my first double crochet. And what we want to do is we want to make a V-stitch that goes here in between our first and second stitches. So I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to put that double crochet, rather than working it here in the top, we're going to work right here into the space with our double crochet. So all we're doing is making a little V-stitch. Easy peasy. Okay, and then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2. This chain helps us to span the distance over this scallop. And we're going to now work over here into this single crochet, and we're going to make another V-stitch. So once again, we need our double crochet, chain 1, and then double crochet. So very, very easy. Now, as you do this stitch, what's going to happen is this chain space is going to kind of pull away from this scallop. And when you see that happen, do not worry. It is by design. We're going to come back and we're going to tack that down to the top of this shell for our next stitch. Queen 530, thank you so much for the Jolly Christmas. I appreciate that. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. RN, good morning. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Izzy as well. Good morning. Welcome in, new friends. Glad to have you here. If you are new to the channel, my name is April, and we are working on a little corner to corner scallop. So we're just kind of talking through some of these stitches today. Mary says, I'm a Wheeler and I crochet every day. Well, you've come to the right place, my friend. Wheeler is our nickname. Yeah, I'm Mrs. Wheeler, and my hubby, Mr. Wheeler, is in there asleep this morning. He didn't have to work today, y'all. I have to work. Okay, so after we do our V-stitch, we're going to chain 2. Then we're going to skip all the way over here to this single crochet, and we're going to make a V-stitch. And we are literally just doing all the way along in this same fashion. So V-stitch, there's our single crochet, or excuse me, our chain. Now our double crochet, there's our little V-stitch, chain 2, and then hop all the way over here to the next space, and we're just going to keep repeating that. How many skeins do you need to make a good size blanket? I have only made baby blankets with this so far, CC, so I'm not 100% certain. It depends on what yarn you're using also, but when I make a baby blanket, which is 35 by 45-ish, I aim usually for about 1,200 yards. So if you're going to make it 4 times that big, you would need, 4 times that amount, okay? Um, let's see here. Yeah, and my mom is Mama Wheeler. She's my mom there. That's who I learned to crochet from. Hey, Barbara, good morning from Texas. Welcome in. Megan said, I am, come back here, Megan. Where'd you go? These comments scroll too pretty quick. I missed it, but I think Megan said she's making this blanket right now. We've got a number of friends who are working on it. So I'm super excited to see all of everybody's projects. Somebody shared a picture with me on one of the videos yesterday of how their corner to corner scallop is working up, and it is so pretty. Hey, Special K, good morning. Pam, good morning. Welcome in. Chain 2, skip all the way over here to our single crochet, and do our V-stitch. Day, good morning. Welcome in. Danny Lee, good morning. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Hope you're having a great day. I do have to work today, but we're going to be on till about 8:30 this morning, and then I'm going to hop off and go to work. For those that were on yesterday as we were making our hat, y'all remember yesterday? I feel like I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago, but I did my homework last night, y'all. I finished my little hat. This is how it turned out, and I did an invisible join on it. So you can't even see the seam on this little guy. And look at this fun pom-pom. Nice and big. I like my pom-poms big. I don't know about you all. This is the back, but I brought it, so I thought you might like to see how the hat got finished up. Um, Cheeky Leo, thank you so much for becoming a 175th member of the fan club. Let's see. I need to start from the beginning and show me how to do this corner to corner. So I have a tutorial for this on my TikTok and over on YT. There's 2 different videos where we talk through how to do these stitches. And you can find those right on my page, and they take you through step by step. So you have both options. I am making a blanket this morning, guys. I'm making a baby blanket with this yarn. And right now, we're working on the second row of our repeat. So all we're doing right now, guys, we're doing a V-stitch, and then we're chaining 2, and then doing another V-stitch. So now I have to get over the top of this shell. So I've got to come all the way over here. We need some chains to help us reach that destination. So I'm going to chain 2, and then into this single crochet right here, I'm going to place a V-stitch. So we're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, and then double crochet right back down in to that same stitch. Now we need to chain 2. We've got to hop over this entire scallop here. Here is our single crochet right here. We're going to do, again, our V-stitch. I did not make this pom-pom. I got it off the Zon. And when they come in the package, y'all, the pom-poms are a little flat, and it was looking pretty wonky, but I just hit it with the blow dryer this morning, and they fluff right up. Look how fun that is. I have a package of whole different colors. Special K, the way that we started this right here in the center. Let me turn this over so we can kind of see. And I started with a magic ring right here. And I placed 7 double crochets. A scallop is 7 doubles. And so I placed 7 double crochets right into that magic ring. We are going to be starting one of these from scratch on Friday morning. We're not going to be live tomorrow because of the holiday, but I will be back on Friday morning for a special live. We'll be both on TikTok and on YT, and we will make one from the beginning. We're going to use this color yarn. Get into the Valentine mode. I am ready for Valentine blankets. I know y'all are excited about that. So anyhow, we did our 7 double crochets. Then we did our V-stitch right here. Same thing, chain 2, and then we did a V-stitch on the other side. So literally, guys, all we're doing is our scallop and then our V-stitch setup and then more scallops. And every time it gets bigger and bigger. But on the video, it shows you how to get this started. It also shows you how to do it if you don't want to do a magic ring right here. It shows you how to do a chain. And it also goes over how to do the decrease. Okay. So here we are back to our setup row, which is the V-stitches and our chains. So there's a V-stitch. Hey, Reset, good morning. Uh-oh. My pom-pom that I did, Gigi, so what I like to do is I like to put a button on the inside here of my hats. And I don't know if you all can see this. Let me get a small little crochet hook here. But the pom-poms, when you get them, they have elastic. So all you have to do is pop this off. And then if you want to wash your hat, your pom-pom is detachable. So you can wash it. But that's what I recommend. So what I do is I just find any old button. I have a button box. I grab one out. I sew it in with the yarn. And then to get it back on the hat, I just kind of whoosh the button to the side here and find that center of where my hat is. I put my crochet hook up like this. Then I find the little elastic that comes on my pom-pom. I pull that through, and then I just slide that right up back over my button. So that's what I would recommend. Rather than sew your pom-poms on, just take the time to put a little button, and then that way you can detach your pom-pom before you wash your hat. So it'll save you some pom-poms. Okay. Oh yes, Reset. Reset says someone sent me a whole bunch of palm keepers. Now I know what they're for. Yep, that's exactly what they are. I didn't have any of the fancy palm. I just used the buttons. But yeah, if you have the pom keepers, it's the same thing. These pom poms I get off the Zon. You could look on my um, the Mazel share. I have the LINK. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Y'all are on fire this morning. We've got a busy morning here in the chat. So if I miss your comments, y'all, feel free to ask again. We have an amazing groups of mods here that will try to help answer the questions as well. This yarn was Premier Puzzle Shimmer, but I don't remember the colorway, Jody. But it's Premier Puzzle. Let's see. Oh, the last ones you got from this on were not great. Oh, yeah, I don't know. The ones I get, Leah just posted right there where you can get them. They should be on that. Okay, so check that out. Okay, so here we are. We're to the very last scallop here. So we've done our V-stitch. I chain 2. Once again, I have to get all the way over to this shell. For our last one, this is where we're doing our little increase. So between the last stitch and the second to last stitch, what I need to do is do another V-stitch. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a double crochet right here in between. And I don't work in the top. I just work in between those posts with a double crochet. Then I do a chain one, and then we're going to put another double crochet right back into that space. Okay, so that completes our row. Now, again, friends, as you're making this, you're going to see that this chain will kind of pull up on you. And don't worry, when we come back around, we're going to tack that chain down and secure it to the top of our pom-poms. So you do want this to be too snug, a little snug on the top. So if you line it up here, you want it to sit right here on top. Now, depending on how tight you make your chains, you may find that 2 chains is too tight here, in which case you could go to 3. However, a word of caution here. If you do end up doing 3 chains, make sure it doesn't look too like full as you come back around. So I'll use my friend Leah here for an example because she loves it when I do that. She said, "This feels really tight to me." And I said, "Well, go ahead and try it with 3 chains." And then she put in 3 chains and then she said, "Oh, you're right. 3 chains is now too loose." So you kind of have to play around with the size of your chains that you want here, but feel free to experiment as you're doing that, because just because my tension says I need 2, not everybody's the same. Okay, so yes, I meant scallops. Sorry, y'all. These are scallops. So when you're doing crochet stitches like this, if you have 3 double crochets into 1 stitch, that is called a granny cluster. When you do 5, that is called a shell. We have 7 double crochets. This is called a scallop. And when you go up to 9 double crochets, that is called a fan. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get ready to turn our work here. Okay, so we finished our V-stitch. Now what we need to do is we're going to chain 2. Now, once again, this chain of 2 here counts as our first double crochet. And what we want to do is we want to put 6 more double crochets right here into this space. So here we go, 6 doubles. And we're making a little scallop here on the edge of our first row, okay? So every time we do a V-stitch, we're adding 1 on each side, and that essentially becomes our increase. Let's see, what number am I on here? So here's my chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I need 6 and 7. Okay, so that is our first scallop that we made into that V-stitch. Now what we want to do is we're going to look to the very center of this scallop of our row below here. And again, we had 7 stitches. The middle of 7 is 4. So what we want to do is we want to count over 4 stitches. Remember, this chain is a stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to follow that 4th stitch up, and we're going to go underneath both the front and back loop. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chain over top of my hook as well. And then we are going to do a single crochet right here. So what we are doing is we're tacking the top of that chain to the very center of our scallop of the row below. Now what we're going to do, here's our next V-stitch. We're going to do 7 double crochets right into that V-stitch. This yarn is called Jewels, and it is a DK weight yarn. It's a 3 weight. I'm using a G6 hook this morning, but our fabulous Leah has it pinned there for you. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Mr. Wheeler is up and stirring, y'all. I will tell y'all, we were up at 3 this morning. I don't know why. I couldn't sleep. Mr. Wheeler was awake, so I got up and started crocheting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's our 7 double crochets. Now here we are to our scallop of the row below. So once again, we're going to count over 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to follow that stitch up to the top, go under the front and back loop. Again, slide under that chain and single crochet. Now we've done another little scallop and got him pinned down. So now we're going to do another scallop right here into the V-stitch. We need 7 doubles. Good morning, Holly. Welcome in. Welcome in, new friends as well. So glad to have each of you here. If you are new to the channel, my name is April, and I am a hobby crocheter. I come live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings at 7:30 Central Time, and we do a lot of stitch talk here. Yesterday we worked on a beanie, so I brought that to show everybody how it turned out. Super cute. I love how it finished up with my little pom pom. So we did that yesterday. And then this corner to corner that I'm doing is called the corner to corner scallop. And I came up with this. When did I do this, Lee? A couple weeks ago. I've been working on this for a while. And last week we did our first live and tutorial of this, which there are videos on both my TikTok and over on YT. And so you can definitely go back and rewatch these, but we're just kind of talking through these stitches again, and I'm trying to help answer questions. If there's a lot of folks that are working on this. All right, so if you're in the chat and you're working on this blanket, raise your hand and let everybody know if you're working on this. It's a lot of fun. It looks more complicated than it is. So into this V-stitch, I do 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a scallop. What we're going to do next is we're going to look to the bottom row of our scallop here that we just did. And again, we had 7 double crochets here. The very center of that is 4 stitches. So I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. And I'm going to follow the legs of that stitch up. And I'm going to put my hook under both the front and back loop. Now, the other thing I'm going to do, see this chain that we had of our last row? I'm going to make sure my hook is going under that chain. And then we're going to do a single crochet, and we're encasing that chain right into that stitch. Okay, and what that does is it just secures that and makes it so that it's all one piece. This is how it's looking on the back. So it really gets that kind of tied down there. It's really pretty. Anyhow, lots of people are making this blanket in all sorts of different colors, and I'm very excited to see everybody's colors, right? Doesn't this look like dragon? I think it looks like mermaid tail too. Can you imagine this like as a mermaid baby blanket for maybe a little girl's room or something? Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. So very fun yarn. The mods will pin, but this is the colorway Jewels. Now I'm going to move to the V-stitch, and once again, we need our 7 double crochets. Flora, you are very welcome. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I see lots of new folks popping in. Welcome in, everybody. My name is April. We have a fabulous group of crocheters that hang out here in the morning to have their coffee, and we do a little stitch talk. We do a little talk about deer. We talk about the dogs, the birds, all the things, right? But we're doing a lot of stitch talk this morning, so we're definitely glad to have you here. Now, guys, with the holiday tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing my normal Thursday live. Instead, we are going to move to Friday because I do not have to work. Woo woo. I get tomorrow and Friday off. And anyhow, we're going to make another one of these from the very beginning. Okay. But if you don't want to wait for the live to learn how we started this, you most certainly can go on my TikTok and on my YT. There is a video of where we practiced with this and learned how to do it last week with the squares. So what you're looking for is a video that looks like this. And we walk through how to do this with the increase as we went up, and then we talked about the decrease. Obviously today we're not going to be doing the decrease, but there's a full step-by-step tutorial of how we did that. Also, if you wanted to do it in a rectangle size, we talked through that as well, and that's a separate video. Now, if you're on YT, it's all in one video, and it was the live replay that we did last week. So be sure and check those out. Here's another one that we did just playing around on live as I was teaching how to do this. So yes, I have been crocheting since dinos were roaming the earth. Thank you. I have been crocheting for 41 years. I learned from that fabulous gal right there, Mama Wheeler, my mom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and my grandma. And so, anyhow, that's where I learned. For years and years, all I did was granny squares. But I have kind of branched out over the last 5 years and really, I learn new stuff all the time, y'all. Just like you guys are learning new stitches, it is the same here. I am the farthest from a crochet expert. I definitely, um, uh, I'm learning new things all the time. Can you guys hear me okay? You might have to exit and come back in. I don't know. Can somebody confirm if the volume's all right on TikTok? Let's see. You've been crocheting longer than I've been alive. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Leah. These girls today, can you see them pushing mama's buttons over here? No, I haven't done dog sweaters, but that would be kind of fun. Hey, Sarah, good morning. Sandy, thank you for confirming. I appreciate that, guys. If your volume cuts out, just exit and come back. Okay, so I need 7 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What about y'all? Do you have plans for New Year's Eve? Tell me, tell me. Do you have fun parties to go to? As Leah mentioned, I am as old as the dinosaurs and have been crocheting as long as the dinosaurs roam the earth. It's Wheeler 8 acres, Noni. Wheeler 8 acres. So I think my New Year's will consist of sitting here right about like this, doing some crocheting. And I'll tell y'all, I kind of sleep a lot of times through New Year's. I know I know that sounds bad. I've been known to sleep through a New Year's or two. I mean, here's how I think about it. I get tomorrow off of work. Do I want to be, so tired for my day off? No. So I just sleep through. And then I get up early in the morning and crochet. So I'm sure that's what's on my agenda. But one exciting thing, y'all, Mr. Wheeler's birthday is tomorrow. Cassie, welcome in. Is it already New Year in Australia? Tell us, Cassie. Tell us, Miss Cassie. Okay, let's see. Lace and Malil. I don't know if I said that right. I'm going to be tatting, but I probably won't be up at midnight. So, Lace, I have to tell you, when I was in my 20s, I was so incredibly amused and just impressed. Amused isn't the right word, the intricacies of tatting. My mom and I got into deep discussions about tatting, and I actually taught myself to shuttle tat in my 20s. Now, with that being said, I turned 50 this year, and I have not tatted in years and years and years. But tatting is such a beautiful, I think it's art. Right? It is gorgeous. It is absolutely amazing. So I love when I hear people that are doing tatting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I would be curious if you are a needle tatter or a shuttle tatter. Do tell. But we're so glad to have you here. Let's see. I'm from South Florida. We're just as frozen as the iguanas here. Are your iguanas falling out of the trees, Deanna? I hear that's a thing. I hear that's a thing. Anyhow, y'all, I hope you all have an amazing New Year's evening. I am really looking forward to 2026. Now, with that being said, I just have to say, 2025 has been an incredible year. It's definitely been, for me, we've had ups and downs. But I would just like to say, for 2025, coming on here on TikTok and on YT, and sharing my mornings with you guys has been such a blessing and has been absolutely incredible for me this year. As most of you know, this is only my second year. We've only been going live for about a year and a half, but you guys have made 2025 absolutely so special and fun for me. And I really, really appreciate all of that. I appreciate you hanging out and just having fun in the mornings and stuff. I see that Brenda says she shuttle tats too. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you all here. Half Hooked, good morning. Welcome in. Beverly, good morning from Canada. Nice to have you. Gigi, we're glad you found us too. We have such a fun group here. And, I like to think too, as I am finishing up a year, I will tell you all, I'm not really one for like New Year's resolutions and stuff. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. But I do like to take this time to reflect back and, um, just remember the good things that I enjoyed with this past year. We made a lot of baby blankets this year for the NICU. Also, you guys will remember my father passed December 21st of 2024. So this has been kind of a memorial year for my dad. And we made a lot of wheelchair blankets this year. I kind of lost count. I want to say my count was 28 wheelchair blankets that we did, and veterans blankets in his memory. So looking back, those were some really good times as we worked on blankets on the live. Um, One thing I've really feel like I've perfected in 2025 is my ability to make a hat. If you go back and rewatch that YT video from when I first talked about my struggles with making beanies, um, and you look at how far I've come with that in this past year, I really feel like that is such an amazing thing. And I'm very, very proud of that accomplishment. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. So I guess I maybe look at New Year's a little different than maybe how some other people look at it. Um, a lot of times I hear, in passing, oh, this has been a terrible year. I'm so looking forward to 2026. I challenge you guys today, as you're thinking about your past year, try to remember the wins and the things that were something that you were proud of, or something that went well, or a fun party that you were attended, or an event, and try to think about all of those positive things. Obviously, it's exciting to look forward to the new year. I'm excited to get my labels counted up and see how many yards of yarn I used this year, of course. But I challenge each of you to try to, maybe we're talking to Mama Wheeler about cruise. Maybe you had a good cruise. Maybe you had a good family reunion or something. And really, I guess, just be thankful for those beautiful things that you did accomplish this year, even if your year was kind of lousy. Two, three, four, five, six. Because even though I had some hard things and challenges this year, I find if I really focus on some of those more positive things, it's very uplifting, and I'm really looking forward to 2026. I've been playing around with new patterns and yarns and all those things. I've been playing around with a new blanket the last couple days. Y'all want to see it? So what I've been working on here is a corner to corner V stitch. This is one of the latest things I'm working on. I'm still trying to get it dialed in. I've watched a number of other YouTube videos on the corner to corner V stitch, and I don't know. Didn't really care for them, so I'm kind of doing my own thing. So anyhow, I'm working on that. So there's definitely going to be a lot of stuff this coming year as I'm looking forward. But most of all, I wanted to come on this morning and work on this beautiful corner scallop, but or corner to corner scallop. But most of all, I just wanted to personally say thank you to each and every one of you that makes my life so special. I never thought that I would hang out with internet friends every day of my life in the mornings. That's kind of a weird concept when I say that out loud. But I do feel like a lot of us have become more than just internet friends, right? Like, we talk about things on the live, we share our stories and all of that, and it has been a really beautiful part of my life since I started going live. So as I conclude this year, I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you that helped make my life so special. Now I'm getting a little teary, y'all. Okay, so let's do some stitch talk because I don't want to get all misty. Thank you, JT. Thank you. I love you guys. Seriously, seriously, you mean a lot to me. And I think you mean a lot to my mom too. Now, did you just hear that snore? That's another big thing that we have accomplished in this year. Hang on, TikTok friends. I'm going to move you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, kebabs. Thank you. The other thing I want to point out of what we have accomplished this year, you all are going on a ride. This little turkey right here, y'all. Did we ever think in our lives that this little guy would be crashed out, sleeping in Mr. Wheeler's chair as I am sitting here talking and crocheting without trying to jump in my lap. I mean, we've come a long way, right? We have come a long way. So that is a big thing in itself, right? Y'all have watched him grow up this year. How fun. Okay, so here we go. Let's do some more stitch talk. We're going to chain two and we're going to turn our work. This is now the back of our scallops. And we're going to set up the foundation row here for this new stitch that we're doing, this new row. So this chain of two counts as our first double crochet. Then what we're going to do is chain one for our V-stitch. And the days of him bringing the planter from outside, right? Okay, Mello, let me tell you though, he still is trying to bring the 6-foot sticks in from outside. Yeah, but he is snoozing this morning. So we have come a long ways, y'all. We have come a long ways. Remember, I got him right after New Year's, y'all. And he was so tiny. I'll have to put a picture over in the Discord. Anyhow, we're going to make a V-stitch. And I worked that V-stitch in between the first and second stitch right here. Oh, nice, Rainy Day. That's what we're doing right now. We're doing a V-stitch. Okay. Now what we have to do, guys, is we have to chain two. And we've got to hop all the way over here to where we did this single crochet. The bird bath through the doggy door. Yes, remember that? Oh, y'all are bringing up some of the good memories here. Okay, so we're going to chain two. And now I'm going to work another V-stitch right here into that single crochet space. And that is what we're going to do the entire row across. So once you get going with this, it's very easy. This is a very easy 2-row repeat. So V-stitch, chain two, V-stitch. Now we have to hop over this scallop again. So we're going to chain two. Good morning, Jen. Welcome in. Beverly, thank you so much for the follow. Soup, good morning. Welcome in. So we're going to work another V-stitch right here into that single crochet. Guys, we're kind of having a lighthearted live this morning. I'm trying to do some stitch talk, but I keep getting off on a tangent, and this sometimes happens in the live. Wheeler gets a little squirrely. 2-month-old already, Red Lady. I can't believe that. Time is flying. Soup, thank you so much for the heart me and becoming the 187th member of the fan club. Yeah, there's our little squirrel. Okay, chain two, hop all the way over here to our single crochet and V-stitch. I know. We've had a lot of squirrel moments looking back over 2025, but they have been fun squirrel moments, right? I don't know. Life is, it's just not so serious for me, I guess. And yes, Happy New Year. Good morning, New Year Eve. We're going to be back on Friday, guys. So we're going to be doing one of these from start to finish. Well, not start to finish. I can't finish the whole blanket, but we're going to start one of these. This yarn that I'm using is called DK Colorfusion, and this is the colorway Jewels. This is the back of my work right now. Now, when we do our live on Friday, I'm going to be back at 7:30 Central. We're going to use this colorway, which is called Flirtatious. And we're going to start a new one. So I'm making baby blankets with these. This is a really fun stitch. This is the corner to corner stitch, corner to corner scallop. And we talked about this for the first time last week on the live. And we talked through how to do these stitches. And since then, I have put out the replay on both TikTok and over on YT. So you can go back and rewatch how we started with this. We are doing, it's all double crochets and single crochets and chains, no trebles. Oh, unless maybe you're referring to UK terms. I'm using US terms. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a V stitch, then I'm chaining two. This chain two allows us to hop over this scallop. And then see right here where we had our single crochet? I'm working another V stitch back into that single crochet. So what we're doing is we're setting ourselves up for the next row where we come back and put these scallops. Okay, so obviously there's scallop blankets out there, right? This is no different than the scallop, okay? The difference with this pattern, normally your scallop, when you work your blanket, you work in rows like this, horizontal rows back and forth. The difference with this blanket that I've come up with is we are doing this as a corner to corner. So what happens is we started right here and we started with a magic ring. Then I did my 7 double crochets for my first scallop in here. Then we did our chains and our V-stitch. You can see our little V-stitch right here. Then we worked our scallop. So we're just repeating these 2 rows. Sorry, Gypsy, I am in the US. We are using US terms this morning, okay? So once again, we're doing that setup row. So we're going to do a chain of 2. This chain of 2 allows us to hop over this scallop, and then we're going to work the V-stitch right back here into that single crochet. There is a tutorial for this, Elaine, on my page. I came up with this. I've been working on this the last couple weeks, but we did a tutorial last week. Now, guys, as you're working this, what you will notice is your chains will kind of pull away from your scallops, okay? And that happens by design. When we do our next row, what we're going to do is we're going to tack this chain to the top of our scallop right here. And we're going to get that secured back in. So this is basically our setup row for being able to come back and do those scallops. So chain 2. Now here we go with another V-stitch. And then we'll be doing the chains again. So there's our V-stitch, chain 2, and then once again V-stitch. So here we go, another double. There's our V-stitch. So again, your V-stitch is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Now we need to chain 2, hop over this scallop, all the way over here to our single crochet, work your V-stitch. And we're almost to the end. We're going to put one more V-stitch at the very end of this blanket. So chain 2. And now what I do is I skip all the way over here. In between the last and second to last stitch, we're going to work the V-stitch right into there. So double crochet. I don't even try to work in the top of the stitch. I just go right in between those posts. Chain 1 and then double crochet. So now we have finished setting up that little foundation row and we're ready to turn our work. So we're going to chain 2 and turn our work. Now, each of these scallops that you see here has 7 double crochets. When you are doing stitches like this, if you do 3 stitches into one stitch, that is called a granny stitch. If you do 5 double crochets into one stitch, that is called a shell. When you do 7 like this is called a scallop. And then if you do an extra 2 where you have 9, that is called a fan. So what we're making is our scallop stitches. And we have set ourselves up now to do these scallops. This chain of 2 that I just did counts as our first double crochet. So what I want to do now is I'm going to put 6 more double crochets right into that V-stitch. So we end up with a total of 7. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oops, get back on there. My yarn is popping off my hook this morning. Okay, then what we have is we have our scallop of the row below, and you can see right here we have our little chain stitch. What I want to do, because we had 7 doubles, you're going to count over to the 4th stitch. Remember, this stitch right here is the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to follow the legs that stitch up to the top of the stitch, and I'm going to go under both the front and back loop. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to make sure that that little chain also goes over my hook. Then I'm going to do a single crochet, And what we're doing is we're locking that chain into the top of that scallop. Then I'm going to hop over here to the V-stitch. I don't do any chains or anything. And I'm going to repeat our scallop, which is our 7 double crochets. And it is literally as easy as this, y'all. Double crochets and a single crochet as we work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Okay, now here we are. Here is our scallop. Here is the chain. So once again, count over 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow that stitch up, go under the front and back loop. Make sure you're also under that chain and single crochet. Lock that in. See how that's shaping up? Here's how it looks on the back. So no longer does that chain flop around. It's all nice and secure, bundled in there now. So here we go. Here's our V-stitch. Once again, we need 7 double crochets. Sorry, rainy day. I get a little squirrely over here sometimes. And I'll tell you what, after you've made a full blanket of this and you're counting to 7, you're going to be over there doing the same thing, I'll tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, so we have our 7 doubles for our scallop. Now here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow the legs up under the front and back loop. Make sure your chain is under there. Single crochet. Back to our scallop. Scallop it up. So yeah, you guys, we did a live tutorial of this, and we talked through how to do the increase and we talked through how to do the decrease. And I have released those videos both on TikTok and on my YT. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My handle on YT is Wheeler 8 Acres, and so you can. Oh yeah, the wait, I have it, Leah. Wait, I came with all the jokes. There you go, 6, 7. Anyhow, while we've got our ring here, there's videos on my page of how to do it. So we talked how to start right here and then work our way up, and then how we did this decrease. Now, this is a square um, shaped, but we also talked through how to do the rectangle shape. I know rainy days. I don't seem like a 50-year-old, do I? I sometimes feel like a 3-year-old, if I'm being honest. I am doing a scalloped corner to corner. That is exactly what I'm doing, Holly. A scalloped corner to corner. And my YT is Wheeler 8 Acres. We are live this morning, both on TikTok and on YT. So even the video that we're doing today, you'll be able to go back and rewatch it live if you ever miss. Okay, so here we go. Again, to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow that stitch up under the front and back loop. Also make sure you're going under that chain. And then you're going to do your single crochet. Now we're going to come over here to that V-stitch. And once again, we need our scallop, 7 double crochets. Elaine said, I just learned how to do corner to corner in the round. It's beautiful. It is. I really like corner to corners. And I'm really loving this scallop. I just feel like it gives a really fun vibe, and I like the look of it. It's very unique and different compared to the other corner to corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right now, guys, I'm kind of on a corner to corner kick, but I kind of go in waves, and so I'm sure eventually I'll get tired of doing corner to corners and we'll move on to something else. But right now, I am absolutely on a corner to corner mission. 1, 2, 3, 4. Follow the legs up. Top of that stitch under the front and back loop under that chain, and single crochet. We have been doing the regular corner to corner, the corner to corner granny, the corner to corner scallop, which I came up with. Also, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing the corner to corner drop it like it's hot granny, which I know that's something new. Yes, I'm working on that one as well. Some of y'all have seen it. It's not next to me. I'll try to bring it on Friday so I can show you the drop it like it's hot granny, the corner to corner. So we'll have that one coming. The other thing I'm working on developing right now is the corner to corner in a V-stitch. I worked on this morning. I'm still kind of ironing out some of the um, spacing and stuff, and I still have to figure out my decrease on that. But that's another corner to corner we're going to be working on. So yeah, we're definitely going to be doing some more of that. But this one right here, I already have the videos on my page for this one, guys, and there's quite a number of people who are working on this. Oh, you got me on the TV. Nice, nice, Lynn. The chat is not as busy. Hey, Debbie, good morning. Over on YT, a lot of people watch on their TVs. So anyhow, it gives a different like angle and perspective over there versus the TikTok 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the biggest thing is being able to go back and rewatch it. Alexa says, I plan to make a baby blanket for a friend. Oh, how exciting. Congratulations. That's exciting. Let's see. Gypsy, good morning. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm following you since Maggie showed us this beautiful corner to corner. Nice. Yeah, Maggie and I are friends. We're like sisters, I guess you could say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yesterday, did anybody watch Maggie's live yesterday? Maggie was making a hat. Did anybody make the hat that Maggie was working on? I had to try that. My sister's last name is Wheeler. She's married. Oh, nice. Our Wheeler is our nickname. My husband, Mr. Wheeler, he likes off-roading and 4x4s and trucks and mudding, going out, mud bogging, all that stuff. So he is Mr. Wheeler. And by default, I am now Mrs. Wheeler. And of course, my mom is Mama Wheeler. And of course, she's married to Papa Wheeler. It's a whole Wheeler thing. But legally, my name is not Wheeler. It's just a nickname. But there are a lot of Wheelers. And there's a lot of Wheelers actually in our area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I started making Maggie's hat that she was showing yesterday. Do you guys want to, do you go to see my little hat that I started working on yesterday? So here's my hat that Maggie was doing, the spiral hat. I worked on this on my lunch and I didn't get it finished. But isn't it cool how it spirals like that? These colors, y'all, they're a little wild for me. Elaine, I actually live in Alabama. I'm in Northeast Alabama. We relocated from Arizona in 2020. Anyhow, here is my little hat. Now, y'all, this yarn, does anybody know Lisa? Lisa, what is Lisa's handle? Oh, I know. I have the label right here. Geez. Do. Um, Mitten. Lisa Mitten. Y'all know Lisa Mitten? This is her yarn. This is the Oil Slick Glow in the woodland yarn. And so if you hit this with a black light, it glows. Yes, her, Leah, Fiber Mittens. This is her yarn that I have. And so I caked it up. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do the entire hat. And I haven't finished this hat that Maggie was doing. But what I thought is I would do black around and maybe make the brim black. And I thought it would be kind of a fun hat, but I might gift this. So anyhow, Maggie was working on this live on the live. It's the patterns on Maggie's Discord, and this yarn is from Lisa. So kind of fun, right? I should put my label in here so I know what it is. That's the other thing, y'all. You know what I have to do too? I have to count up all my yarn labels. So this year, I challenge each of you. Hey, Soap, nice to have you over here on YT. I see you. I see you there. Okay, so we're getting ready to start a new year, y'all. One of the things that I like to do is I save every single yarn label that I crochet in a year. And I put it in a Ziploc bag. And then I know y'all are going to think I'm nuts. But stick with me here. At the end of the year, I go through and I add up all of my yarn labels. And I happened to save what I did last year. So in 2024, now this is 2025. I have not added these up yet, but in 2024, I did 202 skeins. 65,000 yards, which was 195,000 feet, which was 37 miles of yarn I crocheted in 2024. And these are the top yarns that I used. I used a lot of Red Heart Super Saver, a lot of Karen Simply Soft. I made a lot of baby blankets in 2024. Um, Friends Rainbow Cotton, 20 of those, but they're smaller skeins. So now, y'all, I have more yarn labels that I still have to add to my bag. I just have them like everywhere on my table. They just pile up, and then eventually I get them added back in to my little box here. So I have to go through and I have to clean my nest out. But I guess the thing that I'm wondering, see all these? I have to put these in my bag. I have to do my adding this year. 37 miles is a round trip to the city for me. I know. I thought it would be more in 2024. But what I'm thinking about as I sit here and look at my bag of labels for 2025, I wonder if I did more or less in 2025. I'm going to guess that I did more crocheting in 2025 than I did in 2024. But I am going to do the little summary thing, and I don't know when I'm going to do it. It might take me a little while, y'all, because I have to chicken scratch all this out. But the reason I bring this up is if anybody else wants to do it for the coming year, now is the time to start. Okay. So as I finish a skein, I just put it into a little bag. If you've got a jar, whatever it is, but it's kind of fun to see how much yarn you crochet in a year. It's kind of exciting. Sparky says, I think you did more this year for sure. I think I did, Sparky. I made a lot of blankets this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there is that. But anyhow, it's just a little side thing I do. You don't have to do it, obviously. But if you're curious, how much did you crochet in this past 2025? It feels like a lot, but if you throw away your labels, then you don't really know. So that's one thing that I'm going to be again doing in 2026. Now, I will say I have been toying with the idea of, instead of waiting until the end of the year to tally it up, to do it every month. What do you guys think? Do you think I should tally it up every month like Passionate Kelsey does and see how much yarn I use in a month? And then at the end of the year, I could add all those months together. Or do you think I should just wait till the end of the year and make it a big surprise? I don't really have a preference either way. I'm kind of thinking it might be fun to do it every month, but I don't know if I'm like disciplined enough to do it every month. But I guess I could. There would be less to have to do it. Keep a spreadsheet like the nerd I am. You know what, Sparky? That is the nerd that I am too. Lynn said I would do it monthly. Yeah, it might be easier, right? Right? The cost of each scheme. Oh, no, 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 Anna. Anna, time out. We don't need to know how much all that was. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. Uh, we're going to keep you accountable. Yeah, you guys are going to want the monthly, every beginning of the month. You're going to be like, April, how much did you do? This yarn is called Colorfusion DK, and this is in the colorway Jewels. So anyhow, the mods will pin where you can get this yarn. But we're working on the corner to corner scallop today, guys. And we're just kind of wrapping up the year with some fun banter and talking about, the year to come and everything. So, hey, Terry, good morning. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to keep track of the cost, y'all. I do know how many blankets I made this year. So roughly for wheelchair size blankets, I did 28. And for baby blankets, my sister-in-law took 28 of them with her. And I have another three finished, four. I have another four finished. So whatever that is that 32? That's a lot of math for me in this morning. I mean, come on, y'all. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So anyhow, guys, if you are new to the channel, I just wanted to say welcome in to everybody. I hope you're having a great year. And I hope each of you are looking forward to 2026, as I most certainly am. Wheelchair size is 35 by 45 size. 35 by 45. I make them for donation. So guys, that's why a part of the reason I donate all of my blankets that I make. I've of course made a grip of hats this year. Quantify a grip of hats, I don't know. It's a lot, probably 40 hats. I sent a lot of hats up to Nashville Launchpad this year. One, two, three, four, five, six, bucket hats and all of that. But anyhow, it's just been a fun morning to me. A throw size is like 50 by 60 power moves. 50 by 60. It's a little smaller so it doesn't get caught up in the wheels of the wheelchair. I'm not in a wheelchair. I just make them for donation to like assisted living facilities and whatnot. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. But anyhow, I hope each of you has had a wonderful 2025. I hope you all are looking forward to the coming year, 2026. And I most certainly am. I've got a lot of projects I'm thinking about. And I look forward to spending all of that time with you guys, hanging out, and just having another fun year ahead. I will be back on Friday. We're not going to go live tomorrow because of the new year. It is Mr. Wheeler's birthday. Mr. Wheeler is here next to me. Uh, he's off on a mission this morning. He has the day off, but his birthday's tomorrow, so I'm going to hang out with him and have a fun day. We'll probably go out to lunch or to dinner or something. And anyhow, I just hope you all have a safe and fun new year, and I look forward to the coming year. I will see you back on Friday. We're going to do a new blanket starting with these colors right here. This is called Flirtatious, and it should be a fun morning. So be safe out there for all of your holiday. Thank you, each and every one of you, for everything this past year. I love and appreciate all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful new year. Bye for now.